Welcome to my channel. I am about to just put on a little bit of quick morning skincare, morning makeup before I have a couple Zoom meetings, and I have clients ask me about it all the time, just what I use on my face and like how I get ready or whatever. I think just in today's voyeur culture, we just like to see what other people do. So as I have to get ready anyways, I thought I would let you in and show you what I do. So I haven't put anything on my face since I woke up, but it feels so soft and smooth because I did the overnight resurfacing peel last night from Beautycounter that I'm obsessed with. I guess you should probably wash your face in the morning, but I don't bother because it feels clean to me. So anyway, we're gonna go with it. The first thing I'm gonna do is this All Bright C serum from Beautycounter. It is actually yellow when you pump it out. It's like the color of sunshine. I'm obsessed. So I've never had a C serum before. This is my first time having a product like this, and I love it so incredibly much. First of all, it smells like oranges and turmeric, which is also in the formula. So that's just like a really lovely thing to wake up to. But the whole point of it is to help protect your skin during the day. So it's just this really powerful antioxidant formula that keeps your skin from having damage from all the environmental assaults that it kind of goes through every day. So even from inside lighting and just poor air and all the things that can kind of start to detract from your cell health. So just really powerful antioxidant protection during the day. So I do that, let it get kind of tacky, dry a little bit, and then I do my daytime moisturizer, which is the Counter Time line. It's the anti-aging line from Beautycounter. So I just do the soft cream. There's a thicker nighttime one called Supreme Cream that I do at night that I love. But this is the daytime version, so it's just a little bit lighter of a feel. But I just feel like your makeup goes on so much better if your skin is hydrated. And even if you're not gonna wear makeup, we really should be moisturizing every day, you know? Like, just keep things healthy. So my kids are home virtual schooling right now, so they are online doing their own school lessons, so they're good to go for a little bit. So I have 5 minutes for me to do my thing. All right, so let the moisturizer kind of chill a little bit, and then I'm agonizing over what I want to do on my face. I can go with Dew Skin, also by Beautycounter, which is a tinted moisturizer with SPF, or Tint Skin, which is more of a foundation, like a medium coverage kind of buildable foundation. I don't see any need for this today. I feel like I use this for like more special occasions or when I'm gonna be on a stage, like singing or speaking or something. Tinted moisturizer is good for me. It just has a lighter feel and it gives just enough coverage. Really the only thing I'm concerned about is I have some natural redness in this T-zone that I like to just calm down with a little bit of color. And if I was using foundation, I actually prefer to use a brush. I don't like applying foundation products with my fingers. It just kind of grosses me out, but since I happen to be in my bathroom at the moment, I'll just wash my hands when I'm done. No biggie. No big deal. So it's a really light coverage. My skin is so reactive, so it's gonna be red for a minute just from me touching it, because it's like that. It doesn't like to be touched. All right, so just gonna wash my hands, let everybody calm down a bit, and then we'll do some concealer. This is the concealer pen from Beautycounter. I like it. Because of the redness, I feel like I need something that's like a little bit thicker coverage. Like I almost use concealer right here by my nose as like my second foundation, right there. And this is thin enough that I can kind of spread it around how I want. But I'm also kind of cheap and I don't like to buy it very often. So I try to, after one click or two, I try to get as much product off of the tip of it as I possibly can. And I have been typically buying these about once every 6 months maybe. I have a scar right here that I just kind of use any extra on. I don't care that much about it. We're talking Zoom calls. We're not meeting the queen. You know what I'm saying? So then I just dab it in with my fingers. This part is riveting. Cool. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of eyes. And this is one of my favorite palettes from Beautycounter. It's called The Statement. And every single one of these shadows is made with their like proprietary formula that they call butter powder. And it literally feels like butter. It's so beautiful. I cannot find any of my eyeshadow brushes because my daughter had a sleepover and they stole them. And so I'm gonna have to use my fingers today because I don't know where my eyeshadow brushes are. But a lot of people get scared by this palette specifically because of Peacock. But then there's some darker ones here. This is Raven and this one's called Denim, and these are great for smoky eyes. This Mulberry up here is beautiful. I mostly use these as liners, so there's really no need to get afraid of them. And these beautiful ones, these like neutrals in the middle, are so worth it. Like you can see, I use these two all the time. Love them. So I'm just gonna use my fingers and go in with the browner one called Flaxen and just do a quick little swipe on the lids. Tap it in with my fingers, cause whatevs. Cool, and then the next color is Cider. It's just a little bit deeper. I'm gonna use another finger. And then just kind of build up that crease just like the tiniest bit, the way you would do with a brush if you had one. But at least this is a more blendy look, I guess, since you're doing it with your fingers. So I just do like the outer corner and then sweep up into the crease a little bit. Just gives like the tiniest little bit of depth and dimension. And then Bone, this top one, will go, I'll use my ring finger for that. And then it'll go up here just to kind of highlight under the brow. And then with these highlighter shadows, you can also actually use them as a highlighter and do like a little bit in the Cupid's bow, maybe a little bit on your nose. And then I'll have to rub that in because that's intense, unless you're playing the Snow Queen in a play or something. All right, what's next? Brows. I have really full brows, obviously, but nevertheless, there's still some places where I feel like they could be more uniform, and I like to go in with a pencil. This is the Brow Pencil by Beautycounter, and if you buy, they have like a Flawless in 5 makeup set, 5 minutes, 6 pieces, and this is one of the choices. They also have a gel that you can choose instead of the pencil if you like that better. But I love this pencil. I absolutely love it. And I have pretty decent brows. So if you don't, I would highly recommend it. Cool. And it also has this little spoolie end where you can kind of get like a fluffier look and then shape them how you want. And the pencil has a safe wax in it that actually makes the brows kind of behave when you use the pencil. All right, so brows frame the face. Let's do that. And then mascara. I actually like a little bit of bronzer and highlighter, and I have the powder ones. This is the volumizing mascara from Beautycounter. They also have one in a lengthening formula that I tried, but it was just a little dry to me. I didn't love it, but I have other people on my Beautycounter team that do love it. So I figure it's always worth a shot to find the one that you like because they do a really generous 60-day return policy. So if you don't love something, you just send it back for a full refund. No big deal. So I did. I sent my lengthening one back. I actually ordered 2. Like I tried hard to like it and I just didn't. But the volumizing one I love. It still lengthens. Like I still feel like they look longer than they did before. They're just fluffier too. So I like this one. I was recently introduced to a new acronym, GETMO. Good enough to move on. Good enough to move on. GETMO. All right, what am I missing? Oh, I was telling you that I like a little bit of bronzer and highlighter, and I have the powdered ones that you could use with a brush, but since mine are mysteriously missing from my kid, and I love these sticks. These are illuminating, like glow sticks or something. I forget what they're called, from Beautycounter. So this is the bronzer shade. They only they come in. There's a brown one, a pink one for blush, and a white one for highlighter, and they're formulated for all skin tones. So no matter how whitest of the white you are or how darkest of the dark you are, then all of these are so incredibly creamy and blendable that it literally looks good on every single person I've ever tried them on. So this is the brown shade, and I just come in under my cheekbone. Don't be scared, it's gonna go away. So I come in under here just to give a little contour, and then maybe a little bit up around the forehead, okay? And you're just gonna pat it all in with your fingers and it like disappears. You could use a brush or a beauty blender, but it just like goes in so magically, and then it gives you like the slightest little bit of shaping to your face in 2 seconds. And you can do this in the car at a stoplight, obviously, or in the parking lot. I'm just saying, it's foolproof. It's bronzer that's foolproof. So if you're like afraid of makeup, because you think you don't know how to do it, you can't mess this up. You just blend it until it looks good. If it doesn't look good, you keep blending it. Sweet. And then they have the same thing in a highlighter. So this is the yellow one or it's not yellow, it's white. White one. And it's got like a pearlescent sheen to it. So I do that in like a C shape on the top of my cheekbones. And then I already did some of that highlighter eyeshadow on the bridge of my nose and in the Cupid's bow, but if I would do it with the stick. Anyway, same deal. Tap and blend. Tap and blend. And you can't really tell with these bathroom lights, but when it hits the sun, or even in a zoom, I can totally see it in a zoom. It'll catch the light and your face is just like boom, boom, boom. Sun rays, sparkles. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna do the tiniest little bit of powder blush, just because I really like this color. This is Beautycounter, what is this? Nectar, that's right. It's my favorite one. It has like, you can't tell, it has like gold flecks in it. Oh, it's so pretty. So I just do that right on the apples and then sweep up. This is an old ELF brush that I think was like $1 at Target, and it is so raggedy. I gotta invest in some new brushes here pretty soon. I have a retractable one for foundation from Beautycounter that I love. Okay, blush. All right, now we're down to lips. This is a lip liner called Love Story. The color is called Love Story, and I got it, I think, off of Thrive Market because I just don't know any, Beautycounter doesn't have a lip liner, and I haven't found one that I liked from any other clean makeup beauty companies. So I'm just trying this one out. I honestly don't know their heavy metal testing policy, so it may not be as clean as I think, but I only use lip liner so rarely that I'm just not gonna stress about it. So I just very slightly in a really neutral tone, like barely overline my lips, just on the outside. They look fuller and it looks natural to me. And then these moisturizing lip sheers by Beautycounter are my favorite. They feel like chapstick, but they have color to them. They come in much darker shades. This one is called Twig. It won an award, like, I don't know, some beauty magazine award, like Best Allure or Best of Beauty or something. The color Twig did. So I got it. And it's super neutral, super sheer. I actually probably generally like more color than this, but it's just so easy, you know, because it's such a nice natural color. All right, so I should probably do something with this mop on my head before my first call, but that's pretty much it. 5 minutes, skincare and makeup, and we'll go slay the day from here. Let me know if you have any questions. Would love for you to subscribe and like this video, especially if you want more like beauty stuff, because I'm not a beauty person. So if you're not like a beauty person either and you kind of want to know how other people fit it into their life and what they buy and how they use it, then I'm happy to share my very limited experience. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you next week. Bye.